Hey Audrey, thanks for letting me take a video of your forehand. So I got to do things for my driveway to show you a couple of things you can do at home to practice this. So when I analyze your forehand, remember the big thing I saw is that when you took your forehand, instead of turning with that left non-dominant hand up here for that unit turn, and when you were turning like this, like Djokovic here, okay, what was happening to you is you were dropping that racket face down. You were turning and letting go with your non-dominant hand. It was coming off and staying down. Okay, that hand helps for rotation, balance, and follow through. Okay, so the big thing here is that racket was dipping, and so we got to stop you from dipping that. And so my daughter's going to help me. There's a couple things you can do. Now she's going to use a pool noodle here in a second, but one thing is if you have a ball, you can really, with both hands on the ball, is practice turning like you're passing the ball to someone. And so you can turn in like if my daughter was behind here, okay, and you can notice how both hands stay on, and you can try doing it a little bit higher, okay? And she's got a noodle, and we can do it over the noodle. So if I have this noodle, and someone's here with just a ball, right, and you're in ready position, and you can turn and start it over here, right? Just turn, okay, even with the ball, like you're passing to someone behind you, okay? So that's one thing you can do just with the ball, just practice. And I've got my phone. You can do it in the driveway. You can do it in the garage. But the big thing here is making sure we want that non-dominant hand to stay on your racket longer. So I'm going to show you from ready position. We talked about ready position. Ashlyn's got this about waist high for me because I don't want to go underneath. And we talked about this. See how my racket here is underneath? We want to try to avoid that because you lose racket speed because, right, the racket goes back and it's going to down and pick up speed for the forehand. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit more challenging. Okay, so what you want to do is have some kind of obstacle, another tennis racket. We're using a pool noodle because we have one. It can be someone's arm, which I maybe don't suggest if it's a parent or just holding their arm there. You're going to start in your ready position, and I want you to do 10 of these. Okay, so the first thing is making sure the racket goes above. So even if that non-dominant hand is not on the racket, that's okay, but I really want you to go here and freeze. Okay, keep that left hand on the racket. So I did notice how I did my turn. My unit turn. So ready position. Remember we talked about it. Remember, turn 90 degrees, racket goes behind you and down, right? So you're going here, and I just want you to do 10 of these. And you can see I've got a great visual from my camera here. Okay, and that's great. Maybe about waist level. If it's a really bad drop, you might even hold it up higher. Ashlyn can hold it even higher than that, and then I can just be really, really high, because it may be during match play you don't do it as high, right? But we're just working, so you can drop it down for me, kiddo, right here, and you're just going to turn here. Okay, then the second thing you do after you do 10 of those, I want you to do 10 of these. You turn, left hand still on the racket to that back shoulder. Look, my strings are pointed away from me, right towards my house, and then you're going to drop the racket face below the noodle, and then come through. Okay, and catch. You see that non-dominant hand? Watch my left hand. Okay, I know it's reversed in this camera. I hope this, to me it looks left-handed. I hope it works right-handed. Okay, so look. So 10 of these. You turn. Okay, but both hands are on the racket. You're going to turn. Keep it on there. Keep that non-dominant hand on there. So you get to this face, right? Strings are pointed here. And go down, under the noodle, and through and catch. Just like that. Really exaggerate. That's going to take care of that follow-through with the hand. It's going to keep that non-dominant hand above, okay, the hitting hand. So again, 10 of these. Down and through. And the final progression, actually, you can slide out of the way, is then just practicing your forehand like someone, you pretend someone's hitting a ball, or if someone's feeding you a ball here, you would turn and hit your forehand, right? In ready position, okay, turn and hit your forehand, okay? So I hope those are a couple things that can help you really turn that forehand around instead of getting that drop. It's going to give you more power than you already have, because you got a good looking forehand. So remember that key thing, keep that non-dominant hand on the racket longer, don't drop the racket face, right? And at the end we want to make sure that nice catch on the follow through, okay? So we'll see you next time.